Tonight's heroes are the duo who recently restored peace and order to our galaxy, Ratchet and Clank. So, gentlemen, tell us about your latest incredible adventures.
Well, as you can imagine, we've been pretty busy. After Drek's defeat, there were parades, press conferences, fancy dress balls.
And the wiener roast at Al's.
Oh, yeah, that. And then things started to slow down a bit. After that,
there was the grand opening at Groovy Lube.
Right. I think that was last week.
6 months ago.
We're still pretty busy, but in a more, domestic sense.
Yesterday, I flushed out my radiator core.
I guess no one needs a hero right now.
Just for here, coming back to a new Ratchet and Clank stream. And yeah, we are chilling with some Ratchet 2.
I found our man.
Ratchet and 2 going, or Ratchet and Clank 2 going Commando. We are chilling with.
Welcome.
What the?
I'm Abercrombie Fizzwidget, founder of the Megacorp Company and the
And yeah, this is definitely one of my absolute favorites.
I'm sorry to incapacitate you, but our entire galaxy is in a very precocious situation.
And yeah, we are doing on a challenge mode save file. Yep, this is on challenge mode.
Did that make any sense?
So, you need me to go on a dangerous mission in another galaxy.
Indubitably. A few days ago, this top-secret biological experiment was stolen from our testing laboratory by this duplicitous criminal mastermind, and I need you to get the experiment back.
We'll do it.
We will?
And I have precipitated your recalcitrance and have made special improvisations for you. We are prepared to give you a job as the head accountant for Megacorp, plus a penthouse suite in lovely Megapolis, and our state-of-the-art robotic masseuse.
Deal.
As for you, Ratchet, I'll need you on some purgatory shape. While in transit to the Vogon Galaxy, you will undergo heavy training and conditioning, including martial arts, heavy weaponry, survival skills, stealth, macrame, ballroom dance, and origami.
Yeah, 2 weeks later. I love the transition.
Bipolar vector regurgitation to track the thief's location to a flying base in Sector 7. Infiltribulate the base and retrieve the experiment.
Sir, ready for launch.
Again, this is definitely one of my favorites. Though. Definitely one of my favorite Ratchet and Clank games. For sure. Especially the ones that I have played so far. Right? The ones that I have played so far. At least.
Reporting. I'm on final approach to coordinates 3,
And like I said, this is a challenge mode save file. Or a challenge mode.
Radio silence.
We are doing a new game on challenge mode. So yeah, I'll have the full maxed out armor and a lot of my weapons as well would be either the ultra version, right? Would be the ultra version or just some like this, which yeah, there are some that are on the mega versions of the weapons, and yes, we can also use the Rhino too. And there's so far using the Rhino too. So that's just showing what's up. Absolutely. Being able to use the Rhino too. So yeah, I am very most definitely. Hope everybody's doing well today. I'm doing quite well. And of course, we also have all my health too. We have maxed out health. Nanotech. Yeah, we got maxed out nanotech. And of course we have the increaser. Or the thing, the numbers. Or we could get even more bolts. I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, I can't remember what exactly it's called, really. But you know which one I'm talking about. So, yeah, I'm going to turn the music down. Because we really don't need a whole lot of the music, to be honest. I mean, yeah, the music is good, but yeah, I'm just going to turn off the music. And this is a very powerful weapon, too. It's pretty much up there with the whole, Rhino. The whole Rhino weapon. It's pretty much up there with. Of course, I want to use some of the other weapons, too. Not just the Rhino. Yeah, not just the Rhino I don't want to use. I want to be able to use some of the other weapons, too, that we have. Again, Ratchet 2 and Ratchet and Clank 3 is tied with each other. Yeah, they're tied with each other. I mean, I'm not too sure which one I like better of, you know, when it comes to Ratchet 2 and 3 of the original games. At least, inside the original games. They're both really good on the original trilogy.
I see it's time to update my security forces.
Whoa, no, hey, no, look, I'm just here to fix the transflexor coil.
Nice try. Give my regards to Megacorp. Finish him.
Especially since we know who that thief is, right? We know that it's Angela, right? It's Angela. Which, sad to say, she only appears in this game. Which is very sad, because I find her character really cool. It is really sad that, from at least what I hear, that, yeah, this is the only game that Angela appears in. Which I thought they made her really cool in this game. Definitely is sad to say that this is the only time that she shows up in.
Looks for less. If it ain't broke, we'll break it.
Right. I'm in the market for some security.
You'll bring the cash, we'll bring the thrash.
Lord, I need your best men to meet me at these coordinates.
Especially since we know that, obviously, she's not evil. Right? She seems like she's evil. But, again, she's not. She was just trying to save the galaxy, kind of like with Ratchet and Clank. Especially since we know how dangerous later on the protopats are. Right, those protopats. We know how dangerous and deadly they are. But like I said, I really like how they do her character. And again, you wouldn't even know that it's a girl though, until quite a little bit later on, right? That's what I really like too, when her identity is revealed. Most definitely like it. And yeah, that guy just died. That robot just died, and this guy is like, oh well. Why does that kind of remind me of, Spyro 2?
Ratchet checking in, sir.
I don't know why. That scene alone.
I didn't expect to hear from you again, so soon.
There was a slight problem. The thief escaped with the experiment, and I have no idea where he was headed.
Not to worry. I just received an emission which may lubricate the matter.
Do you have any maps for this quadrant of the galaxy?
You bet, mister! We got galactic maps, 3D maps, fold-outs, cutouts, maps to the stars, and their homes.
Oh, I forgot my wallet. Could you take care of this?
Perimeter defenses deactivated.
You forgot your change.
I'm on my way.
But yeah, there's some really good levels in this game, though. The different planets in this game. It's hard to say which one's my favorite out of all the levels in Ratchet and Clank 2. Especially since, like, this arc, like, right now, that we don't even have Clank, right, until a little bit later on. Not too far away, though, but, like, the beginning, we don't even have Clank with us. Which is just really cool, I would say. Until we have to go and rescue him, and then we have Clank throughout the rest of the game. I would kind of like to try to see if I can level up these mega weapons to the Ultra, though. I would like to, at least. Try to see. I keep crouching. I'm used to the later games. The button that I keep doing on crouching, I'm so used to the later games where it would normally be firing your weapons. So that's all I can just say. I'm so used to on the later games with the buttons. Yeah, we don't really need a whole lot of bolts besides, I guess, ammo and stuff, because I pretty much bought everything from the vendor. Like, all the weapons and stuff from the vendor. And, of course, the armor and stuff. So, really, we're all good when it comes to that kind of stuff. Really, the whole need for, since, you know, we're on a challenge mode, or we're doing challenge mode on a save file like this, that I've already gotten a lot of the different stuff.
Welcome, welcome. If everyone could take their seats, we can proceed with today's demonstration. First, I'll need a volunteer. Anyone? Excellent. Your name, sir?
Ratchet.
And there you have it. The Megacorp tractor beam in action. Let's give it up for our volunteer. Sir, how about taking advantage of our show special?
And of course, really just buying these weapons for the story as well, since they don't transfer.
Thank you, sir. You won't be disappointed.
Like the whole tractor beam. And the stuff that, the Megacorp weapons that you would normally get, like, in the story, like this, for example, they don't transfer over to challenge mode. You would have to rebuy these gadgets. But besides that, everything else, like you would get from vendors, would stay with you. Would carry over on challenge mode. So yeah, well, and I guess obviously, no, never mind. Yeah, again, when it comes to ammo, really we can just do when it comes to the vendors is just buy ammo for the weapons. I might need to switch. Right, I might need to not use the tractor beam to get these enemies. I just might need to do that. I think it'll definitely work better like that when I don't have a weapon like the tractor beam. Oh, we got hit. So, and again, each time that you get hit, it'll decrease your maximizer, your bolt maximizer. So yeah, we're up to 20 when it comes to the whole maximizer up there that has X3. Well, now that it has yeah, each time that you get hit, it decreases it, and you have to rise it up again. But again, you definitely get a lot more bolts, though. You definitely get a lot more bolts. That is for sure. That is for sure. And again, with this being the first proper planet of the game, not counting the one we just did, this first level isn't really all that terrible, I would say. It's definitely not a terrible level. I really don't know exactly what this yellow stuff is. This yellow water is. Of course, we got a boss here. Yeah, of course we got squished there. There we go. Not hard at all. Not bad at all. And then of course we got this. Which I guess I can go ahead and put these and the whole on here. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and put them there in my quick select. I'll go ahead and put them in my quick select. I like the little, I do like the whole shopping music here. It's really cool sounding. Yeah, I like the shopping music. Really cool sounding.
Are required when shopping at Megacorp.
And this game definitely has a lot of really good weapons that I really like as well. That, you know, weren't in the first game, that were added into this game. It's really hard to say which one I like more of the weapons that were added, introduced in this game.
Megacorp reserves the right to refuse service to anyone.
Again, really what makes it another reason why it's kind of hard for me to say which one's my personal favorite of the original three. Right? Like, at least between Ratchet 2 and 3. Right? When it especially comes to Ratchet 2 and 3 of the original games, I definitely say it's kind of hard to say exactly, because again, like I said, 3 and 2 are definitely both really good and of the original trilogy. So it's definitely kind of hard.
Ratchet, come in. Are you there?
Copy, Mr. Fizzwidget.
Listen, I have some new information on our experiment's wherewithal. The thief was indemnified at Megacorp's Mactar Resort. Also, the thugs have towed a moon-sized jamming array into Mactar Resort orbit.
Should I take it out?
Affirmulous! It's disconfabulating our annual Galactic Gladiators broadcast. See for yourself.
Ask yourself, are you man enough, hero enough, insane enough to step into the ring with two of the fiercest warriors in the galaxy? If you answered yes, you're a big, fat liar. But that's okay, because
If you answer yes, you're a big fat liar. I love that.
First, it's survival of the fittest in our
So what happens if you say no?
Be there as Chainblade. Unleashes his fury on our gladiator guest contestants.
Yeah, what happens if you say no?
In 500 straight matches.
Does that mean you're a big fat liar too?
Our robotics division will taste the adrenaline as contestants face off against our four-armed bandit, the B2 Brawler. Brawler. No living creature is a match for this machine. Watch 6 tons of Carbonox alloy hunt for its prey. There's no consolation prize, cause this bad boy's programmed to show no mercy. So, what are you waiting for? Call now to bring Chainblade and the B2 Brawler into your living room. But put away the fine china. The Galactic Gladiators, only on Megaview. Call your provider now.
Chainblade, huh? I've got the coordinates. Ratchet out.
I don't even think Yeah, I didn't even turn on subtitles. I mean, why not, right? Why not add or put on the subtitles? And again, see, there's no more armor. Because this armor we have on is the last piece of armor you can get in the game. So, yeah.
Thank you for shopping at Megacorp. Please visit us again.
And my whole ship, too, I really like, that we got from Slim Cognito. Which I really like Slim Cognito. He's a very funny character. Especially since all we see is eyes. Clank's got a little date here.
Yes, may I help you? I said.
Yep, now we gotta go and rescue Clank. Gotta rescue Clank from Angela. First, we gotta destroy these ships, though. Which, these are definitely not terrible, though. These ships. They're definitely not hard at all. Which I wonder, can I use the nuke here? Let's see. Okay, it doesn't quite destroy all of them, unlike in later parts. Yeah, unlike in later ones, but I thought I would give it a try anyway. Yeah, I thought might as well go ahead and give it a shot anyway. And yeah, you can destroy some of these asteroids too to get raritanium. Which raritanium is quite useful, especially getting these different kinds of weapons for your ship. Really, really cool, I would say. Then we got wave 2. 20 more ships come in. Yeah, 20. 20 ships come in. But with a ship like this, and weapons that I have, it's no problem. And we got, since this is obviously carrying over the Raritanium too, from, you know, from before, on the regular mode, like, yeah, it's definitely, it has carried over all of our Raritanium, so we got loads of it. 370 to be exact. Yeah, 370 Raritanium. And this is where one of the 2 battle arenas is located. One of the 2 in this game. Which I really like these battle arenas. They're really cool. Especially since they're a real good way to earn bolts. Yeah, they're a real good way to earn bolts. A real good way. I mean, you do have to go both ways, though. Both directions. You are going to have to go, too. So, it really doesn't matter which side you go first. Yeah, it doesn't really matter which side you go first. So that's the thing. Doesn't matter which side you go first. You're going to have to go to both of the sides either way. I mean, these things were in the way anyway, so... Come here, you. Well, first we gotta take out this guy over here. Man, why did that guy go all the way over there? That's what I want to know. Why did he go all the way over here? And then we gotta slingshot him. We gotta slingshot him all the way up there.
Clearance granted.
And of course we got the slot machine. Yeah, we got a slot machine that we can do. Really, really cool it is. And yeah, the bosses in this game I really love too. We did it just in time. Yeah, we got it just in time. And this, we just gotta slingshot Daze into these machines here. That is holding this force field up. Yeah, we gotta disable this force field. Just gotta disable this force field. Sometimes it can be annoying to when it comes to the angle, right? Like sometimes you can go too high, too low. But it's not all too bad. And with that, we can go and destroy that Thugs for Less jamming array that Mr. Fidgewizard, which that is an interesting name though, Mr. Fidgewizard, and he's a quite interesting character too, I would definitely say. Which, yeah, this is really the only game that I've played and that I know of that he appears in. Well, besides I guess the end of Ratchet 3 as a cameo, but not a full-on character like on here. Yeah, these we gotta hit with our wrench. But it's not too hard. Not too hard at all. Just make sure you run away before they explode. That's the big thing. Make sure you run away before they explode. Because you don't want to get exploded. Right, you don't want to explode. Certainly do not want to explode. Or really lose any damage, or take any damage. Even though we got loads of health. Still though. Even though we got loads of health, it would still be really good to try not really take any damage. Thankfully we can't take fall damage. That's the good thing. So we can just jump off of these tower things. We can just jump off of them when going to the next ones. We could just jump off. And if you're having trouble finding out where you need to go, just look for those lights, those green lights. Just look for those to find out where you need to go next. Really the thing is trying to find, you know, the thing you need to get up there, that launches you very high. But besides that, yeah, if you're having trouble finding out where you need to go, or which tower you need to do, definitely just look. Look for the green beam that is coming out. Very, very helpful to let you know if you get lost. It definitely helps. Really, really helps. There we go. We have destroyed all of them.
Good work, my boy. You're proving to be invaluable in this underwear.
Underwear.
Anywho, it appears the thief is now under the protection of Thugs for Less. But I may have found a way for you to insinuate their operation.
Is it dangerous?
No. Well, actually, yes, it is.
Good.
Take a look at this.
The wind in your hair, the sun on your skin, the bugs in your teeth. We are the Desert Riders.
Before I became desert,
I love this part.
I didn't fit in anywhere. I had low self-esteem, bad breath, and a thing for ladies' undergarments.
Just the way he says that.
I really do. Yeah, I'm just here for the bake sales. Oh yeah, I also make these cute gloves for all the guys.
So if you've got what it takes, use this temporary membership to enter the most grueling hover-like race in the galaxy. Win it and become one of us. Desert Riders, the #1 leisure choice of thugs for less.
Desert Riders all use Megacorp bikes, so I just had to pull a few strings. Contract me as soon as you get more indignation. Fizzwidget out.
Again, just the way that guy admits that whole thing, though. Like, that guy's a creep. That Desert Rider is a creep, I would say. That's not what I can definitely say. Yeah, now we can go over this way. We can go over this way now. That it will lead us to the arena. Just take this, kind of like before. And this is the save file that we are using to, you know, when we created a challenge mode save file. When making the whole challenge mode on here. This is a save file that I did collect all the not titanium, the platinum bolts. Yeah, where we already collected all the titanium. Later games is titanium bolts. This game is platinum bolts. You know, instead of the gold bolts in the first game, it's platinum bolts. And then, from the third game to all the way from the ones I have played up to now, have been titanium. Weapons like this, yeah. Weapons like this, these enemies don't stand a chance. That's all I can say. Yeah, weapons like these enemies just don't stand a chance. Not at all. Now we enter the battle arena.
Is everyone ready for tonight's Mega Battle? Introducing from nowhere in particular, this guy. he can make it past all of our gladiators, he'll take home this brand new electrolyzer. If he can't make it past our gladiators, he'll receive a consolation prize. Let the games begin.
But yeah, these are really good, really cool though, and can be very fun as well.
Where did this guy come from? The first guy is on a rampage. This guy's on a rampage.
We're already on the 5th round.
It's like watching a train wreck. Wow.
Yeah, we're already on the final round. There we go. We managed to do it. With thanks to our weapon.
Only winner of the Gladiator Games, this guy. You're now eligible for a championship series. Come back and fight again for big cash prizes. Congratulations on winning the electrolyzer.
And like I said,
Choose your battle.
like I said, you can do these to win bolts.
Returning to battle is everyone's favorite gladiator. He slices, he dices, and carves up a mean dish. Please welcome Chain Blade. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Yeah, this guy. With the rhino? Yeah, there we go.
I can't believe it. Chain Blade has been defeated. You are the winner.
But yeah.
See you later.
Yeah, it's pretty fun though. And these are really interesting too. The whole hacking systems when it comes to the second game. Really interesting, I would say. Like, you really have to watch. Though. Definitely. You're really gonna have to pay attention.
Hey, this would make a nice souvenir for Clank. Yeah! Hey!
You have no idea what you're involved in. Return to your old galaxy immediately. Or this will happen to you. Or this will happen to you. Farewell.
Oh.
Nice pictures there. Nice pictures for sure. But yeah, that torture device really didn't work for Clank. See what I mean? You really have to watch where each one goes. Dang it, same one. I mean, it's not the worst, I would say, but yeah, it can not be easy either. But there you go. I can say it is a bit better than the whole hacking system, you know, hacking parts on, you know, with the Trespasser on the first game. It is kind of a bit better to do on here compared to on the first game with the Trespasser device. Here we come, Clank. coming to rescue him. Yeah, where we come to rescue Clank. We've almost got this weapon here to the whole Ultra version. Yeah, we almost got the weapon to the Ultra weapon. Or no, I think we may have to buy for the Ultra weapon, if I remember. Yeah, I think we may have to buy the Ultra version of the weapons. I can't remember exactly. I feel like they would just level up by themselves, though. That's the thing. I can't remember exactly. I know you would have to buy, like, the Mega version of the weapons, though. That I do remember. So yeah, I think once you level up the whole Mega weapons versions, you have to do, or you have to buy. Oh, no, never mind. There we go. There we go. So yeah, they'll just level up by themselves. That's right. I couldn't remember exactly, but yeah, they'll just level up by themselves to the Ultra version. So yeah, we got yet another Ultra version. This weapon is really cool too. I don't know how I didn't get hit there. Yeah, I don't know how to get hit there. Quite surprised. Yeah, having to use a lot of these in this level. But again, it's not so hard as long as you keep an eye of which way they're going. Blow that door open. There we go. Almost got hit there. Here's the room where we free Clank.
Okay, Clank, don't move. I'm coming down. Whoa! Son of a quark! All right, buddy. Let's get you up and running again.
Yeah, I just love that. Son of a quark. You know, like Captain Quark. I just love that. There you go, Clank.
Final digit of pi is...
Clank? Clank, can you hear me?
Ratchet? Where are we? I must have dozed off.
Don't sweat it. Let's just find a way out of here.
I believe that air duct may offer our only way out.
And again, being able to play as Clank as well in this game, I really like. Again, I really do like Clank sections. They're really cool. Right, just like on the first game. And being able to command the bots, or the little robots, to attack as well. Getting them to help us attack. And introducing these new ones as well. Like this bridge bot, where it can build a bridge. And there's this lifting bot as well, where it will lift. Well, obviously, right, obviously. It's called a lift bot. But yeah, it'll lift this for us. If we tell it, if we command it to lift. And then build bridge. Get ourselves across. And we can tell them to enter. To open the door. There we go.
Way to go, Clank!
Nothing to it.
You did great. Now, let's go get that experiment back.
And again, once you have Clank, and the good thing is, you have access to all of the different gadgets from the first game. Like, you don't have to re-buy them. Like, we got the hover pack. And of course, we got the, pretty sure you also have the, the thruster? The thruster pack as well. Like, if we look, yeah, say we got the thruster pack and the hover pack as well. I'm pretty sure later on it will show that we'll have the whole, I can't remember what that other one is, but, you know, it made us swim a lot faster. Yeah, I don't know why I hit that. I seriously don't know why I hit it. Certainly didn't mean to hit it, that's for sure. Certainly did not mean to hit it. I just somewhat did. Yeah, I ended up hitting it. again, no sweat when defeating these enemies. No sweat at all.
Peekaboo.
This guy is crazy, though. That just said peekaboo. Right, this guy is crazy. Especially the amount of times you have to defeat him. Yeah, you gotta beat him multiple times in this game. The Thug later. Like, yeah, he's absolutely crazy. Very, very crazy indeed. Yeah, I took them out with ease. But then, of course, we have the fight here with the guy, the Thug later. The first fight with him.
Greetings, morons. Since my employees did such a lousy job of taking care of yous, I thought I'd come and handle things myself. This is good.
Yeah, so get to fight him now.
Gonna hurt you a lot more than it's gonna hurt me.
He does get a lot tougher later on, though. Especially the final fight with him. Yeah, the whole final fight with him, he definitely gets a lot tougher. He definitely gets a lot tougher down.
Are y'all ready? This ammo is expensive. What bad spots?
Take that.
Back up! I need backup!
The whole first fight with him is not all that terrible, though. And here we have a Jak and Daxter reference. Which, yeah, there's quite a bit of Jak and Daxter references in this game.
My old swing shot and grind boots.
Yeah, there's quite a good bit of references to Jak and Daxter in this game. You do have to appreciate. But yeah, now we can head to where the Desert Riders are. That we saw. Right, we can go to the whole Desert Riders. Yeah, these guys definitely tough. That is for sure. There's a lot of tough enemies. Very fast ones too, like this guy here. Yeah, he is tough as well. Certainly a lot of tough enemies. Very, very tough enemies. Especially later on, too. A lot of the tough enemies later on in the game, too. Well, you gotta be you gotta be pretty impressed, though, with the different amount of enemies. The tough enemies in this game. But again, these things here run so fast. Like, yeah, these things just run so fast. It's very crazy. Yeah, it's just absolutely crazy of how fast they run. Kind of scary, I guess, if you think about it, too, because that huge thing's chasing you. Yeah, that would be kind of terrifying. Yeah, that definitely would be pretty terrifying. And sad to say, there is no PDA in this game, where you can buy ammo wherever you want when you're not near a vendor. Sadly, on this Ratchet and Clank game, there is no PDA that you can get. Unlike the first game and the other ones, too. I gotta use some of my other weapons since, you know, just because of when it comes to ammo, running out of ammo. But thankfully we do have a lot of good weapons, though. That is a good thing. We do have a lot of good weapons. There's a lot of good weapons in this game, so if we run out of ammo and aren't able to refill it, we do have lots of other good weapons.
Excuse me. I think I just blew another vacuum tube.
Should I have a look?
My word, you young people are so fresh these days. Oh, don't feel bad. I guess I'm just old-fashioned about that sort of thing. Did you know that I've been with Gadgetron since the beginning?
So you sell these gadgets?
Darling, they sell themselves.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, because if you've previously played the first Ratchet and Clank, any of the weapons you have earned on your Ratchet and Clank save that are offered at this vendor will be free. Well, obviously, not counting the Rhino, which, yeah, this is where you would originally have to buy the Rhino with the bolts, but everything else you would be able to get for free, which is really cool, I would say. Really, really cool. And of course, now we have the Desert Rider race to be able to earn ourselves a place with the Desert Riders.
Hey, who let you in here? Get lost before I flatten your robot into a hubcap.
Touch him, and it's Plasma City!
Oh gosh, you didn't have to yell.
This guy is so...
Why did he have to yell?
Hey man.
I can't hear you. La 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 la. Only the little guy.
Sir, it is okay. We are your fellow desert riders.
You're? So you understand my sensitivities?
Absolutely, sir. We just came here to race.
Well, you can borrow my Bluebell, so long as you're gentle. She just needs a few repairs.
Hang in there, my brother. Bluebell is in good hands.
Yeah, Clank certainly knows how to do some conversation, though, for sure. But I just love that. He's like, oh gosh, he didn't have to yell. Why'd he have to yell? Like, yeah, he gets so sensitive. A tough-looking guy like him being very sensitive like that. Like, oh gosh, he didn't have to yell. Like, man. Yeah, these are really cool, though. These races here. They're really, really cool. They're not too difficult, I would say. Definitely not too difficult at all. And again, this is another place where you can earn bolts. If you want to get, like, lots of bolts, this is a good place. Yeah, this is a good place to earn a lot of bolts. And if you just want to do it for fun, too, obviously. Because these are really fun. These races here. So yeah, if you just want to do it for fun and not really for earning bolts, then yeah. You can most certainly do so. Because yeah, there's quite a good amount of challenges that you can do in order to get lots of bolts. But yeah, as long as you keep getting these turbos, basically, if you just keep getting these, it'll be all good. And look, we're being able to overlap some of these guys. We're overlapping them just because of how far ahead we are. We are overlapping these guys. There we go. Very, very good, I would say.
Great racing, buddy. Here, take this helmet so the guys know you're one of us.
Thank you, sir.
Uh-oh. Incoming message from the boss.
Attention all Dogs for Less employees. First of all, whatever slug-brain's been eating all the choochie bars in the break room, better quit stuffing his face. Or else, hey, turn those lights off. It's bad feng shui. Next, our space rendezvous point has been moved to, and listen up, knuckleheads, the Felsen system in sector 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're no good with numbers, find a buddy to help you. Lastly, the company picnic is this Sunday. Don't forget to bring your own juice this time. Hey, I saw that, Cletus. You just earned yourself a write-up.
Cletus.
Don't worry. The boss only yells because he loves us.
Yes, sir. I do feel his affection.
Did you see that broadcast?
Not really.
We should scope out that rendezvous point.
Yes, we might intercept some stray transmissions.
I'm just saying, the boss only yells because he loves us. Like, is that true? Is that real? Like, would that be true? I wouldn't think so. I mean, that is the same person that tried to get Ratchet and Clank before, right? We had the fight. So I wouldn't really say, though. course, we better head up here. But of course, I'll go to the vendor and purchase some more ammo here and more ammo there. Okay, I might need to do the whole quick select with this swing shot as well. Yeah, do the whole quick select with the swing shot. To be able to get another gadget that we're going to be needing, especially for a level coming up, that definitely requires it a lot. Yeah, this is the gadget I was talking about. That was the gadget I was talking about. Okay, what did I just do there? That was pretty stupid of me to do. I should have just waited there. And of course, since we died, we had to go all the way back to the start of this whole section here. Having to do this whole section again. Since we died. But of course, Clank couldn't see that whole broadcast. Right, he couldn't see it because that helmet was blocking his view. Right, that helmet was so big for him. He couldn't even really see anything. Yeah, he couldn't really see anything, so... with that helmet over his head. Just because of too big it is. It's too big for his little head. We get a checkpoint here. Nope, get that again. Again, so many of these things, like goodness.
It works! My invention works! Huh? It's called the Therminator. It fires charged thermal pellets that can thaw an ice block or freeze a body of water. Gadgetron will pay me millions.
Hey, I don't know how long you've been frozen, but I don't think Gadgetron's operated in this galaxy for years. Everyone buys Megacorp products these days.
Oh, so bad for this guy.
Maybe you'd like to buy it. Hey, maybe Megacorp is hiring.
Well, yeah, this is a pretty cool gadget here, I would say. A really cool gadget, which we will also put into quick select as well. Yeah, we can thaw or make ice into water, and we can turn water into ice with this, which is really cool, I would say. Yeah, really, really cool. But yeah, done with this planet. And here we have yet another fight with some enemy ships that we have to do. We gotta do some other enemy ships we have to fight. You know, kind of like before we had to rescue, or after that whole Clank getting captured.
Can't outrun them. Let's hope these weapons work.
Wow, only got so little. Only got just a little bit. Yeah, it definitely wasn't really that helpful at all, I would say. Look out for these meteors, because they would definitely kill you in one hit. You would die in one hit if you run into these meteors. So yeah, make sure you be careful when riding. And then 25 more ships come in. Yeah, 25 more ships come in that you have to fight. But again, it's not that hard at all. Even if you're not doing challenge mode, this whole part isn't even all that terrible anyway. Yeah, not even hard at all. Just one ship remaining. There we go. Got them all.
Oh yeah, I've got mad skills. Mad yeah. A difficult challenge, but one that a trained commando...
Hold on. I'm intercepting a transmission.
For the 5th time, I have a collect call to Thugs for Less from a Mr. You Are Gonna Die. Will you accept the charges?
You are gonna die.
I'll take that as a yes. Thank you.
You idiot.
Uh-oh.
I'm paying top dollar for your protection, and your moron employees are off at some picnic.
Hey, that was a bonding exercise.
They're not! I'm at the pickup point now. If your men aren't here pronto, you can kiss this contract goodbye.
Oh yeah? Well, you can kiss your, you know what I mean. Dang it.
Did you trace that?
Coordinates locked in. We are headed there now.
And yeah, this whole planet here definitely recommends
So, how's the reception?
the whole
We have scores.
gadget we got.
The Science Channel.
Keep going. Whoa, what's that?
The man, the myth, the legend, the loser. Captain Quark, once the idol of everyone in the galaxy, has finally hit rock bottom. After his humiliation at the hands of Ratchet and Clank, Quark sold bogus merchandise he claimed were Gadgetron products. But a key defect in this product, the personal hygienator, caused severe irritation in sensitive body areas and alerted authorities to Quark's scam. Behind the Hero will return after these messages.
Yeah, Captain Quark just hitting rock bottom.
Well, that explains a lot.
Yes, I suppose it...
All this time, my personal hygienator must have been causing that itch.
Anyway, we should be at our destination shortly.
Yeah, like, why would he think that whole personal hygienator would be a good idea anyway? Like, it just does not really look that great. Even the whole crotchetizer.
Too late again.
We always seem to be a bit late. Why is that?
Yeah, it's just looking at us like, yeah, you're...
Well, let's check this place out and find
I just
out where
love
it's
that.
headed.
Like, they're looking at you when they say, we're always a bit late. Why is that? Like, I love that fourth wall break. It's a really great fourth wall break. And this is also the planet where we first met Slim Cognito as well. The character Slim Cognito. It's like I said before, he is a quite interesting character. Especially since all we see is his eyes. At least, I'm not sure if he even shows his actual body. Maybe in a later game, but again, I haven't gotten... Or, from the games I've seen so far, or I've played so far, he's only shown his eyes. So, I can't say for sure. Like if he does reveal his face, or reveals how he actually looks, or what. I'm unsure exactly. Yeah, these enemies can be pretty tough, I can definitely say. Can definitely be pretty tough. Takes a bet to be able to take them out. Yeah, I personally thought Five Nights at Freddy's 2, the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie, could have been probably a bit better. At least that's what I thought. Especially the whole ending as well. The ending can definitely say for sure. And I don't really know either to feel bad for Vanessa, the character Vanessa at the end of the movie. I don't know rather to feel bad or not. When it comes towards the end, for what she had coming. Like, did she get what was coming to her? Or what? Again, I really am trying not to say exactly, just because if anybody is who is watching may have not seen the movie, which it has been out since December of last year. But still, it just recently came out on Peacock. Yeah, it recently just came out on Peacock. Well, at least that's how I watched it. Yeah, that's at least how I watched it. I watched it on Peacock. Because I really didn't want to have to, I didn't really want to have to buy it, though. Right, I didn't really want to have to buy it. And if I didn't like it, then, yeah, that, you know, especially when it comes to that. Like, what if I didn't... Which, yeah, I didn't really care much for it. I didn't really care too much about the second movie. Obviously, the first one I like way more. Yeah, the first movie I like a lot more. And yeah, they are making a third movie. Which I definitely do hope that it'll be better. The third movie will. Again, I just personally feel that it could have been better, to be honest. Especially the ending. The ending especially, what really makes it... Makes me say that. Yeah, the ending to the second movie really made me say that. Again, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Not one of my absolute favorite sequels, but I did enjoy it. I did like for what it was. I do like what they were doing for this sequel. Again, it definitely could have been better. It definitely could have been better. So, I do hope that the third movie will be better. And here's where we meet, or, well, since we're in challenge mode, I guess it doesn't show the actual cutscene from here, I'm guessing, since we're on challenge mode. It makes kind of sense, I would say. But if you were in a normal, if you were on a normal save file, not on challenge mode, then yeah, there would be a cutscene that would play that would have Slim Cognito. Where you would be introduced to Slim Cognito and talking about his business when it comes to being able to where we can upgrade our ship. But since we really do have our ships upgraded, it really didn't make any sense to have that cutscene, does it? On challenge mode, especially. I would say. On challenge mode, definitely. I mean, again, I have beaten this game on challenge mode before. But I did kind of forget about that it just didn't show that cutscene. Since we're on challenge mode. But again, this whole area right here definitely recommends you use this whole thermos gadget, right? That we got. This whole section here is required you to having to use this a lot in this level when it comes to the water. For sure. Having to thaw ice and make ice. Like, yeah, using this quite a lot. Using this quite a lot. I didn't mean to shoot it a second time. Yeah, especially when it comes to these parts coming up, where you have to do it at just the right moment to be able to reach the parts here. Like, the areas coming up definitely make you have to do it at a certain time, get it at a certain point. Again, just so you can be able to rate to the next area. And then, we gotta now thaw it, just so we can reach the other point. Okay, that's not exactly gonna be high enough, I can guarantee you that. Oh, never mind, it is. Okay, never mind. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure exactly. I thought we were gonna be just about not being able to get it. Okay, yeah, we ain't able to squeeze through that. That's for sure. We ain't gonna be able to squeeze through that. Again, you gotta do it at just the right angle. You gotta do the water just the right part. You gotta get the water just at the right part. Like this. There you go. Just like that.
Perhaps these robots can assist us.
Excuse me? Have you seen any masked weirdos?
I think I had better do the talking. Count to 8 at whatever to go. A masked customer picked up an order not long ago. Recently, they received a new transmission from him, and they are willing to show it to us for a small price.
Hello, yes. Yes, I need to order 2 more containers of sulfuric acid. Oops. But make that 5 containers and 4 containers of liquid hydrogen. Got, alright, 6 crates of nitroglycerin and...
Yeah, this protopet.
Just give me that. And I need it delivered.
Hey, what? What?
Oh, nothing. Just some robot humor.
Okay, funny guy. Let's just head to those coordinates.
I would like to know what they're actually laughing about, though. What Clank and those robots were laughing about. I would actually like to know. But yeah, this whole level here definitely isn't that terrible either. And this is where we have the boss fight with what, again, is very soon to be revealed to be Angela. Again, it does reveal her identity very soon. Very soon it reveals her identity. Yeah, this level is pretty cool though. Not really that long, I would say. Or too hard either. Yeah, this level isn't so bad either. Isn't so hard at all. Not hard at all. Yeah, being able to take out these enemies take them out with ease. This is definitely a good place for you to make sure you get more ammo if you want it. Yeah, if you need more ammo, this is definitely the place, because once you get into the shop, if I recall, there's no ammo, or there's no vendors for the rest of this level. Yeah, there's no vendors for the rest of this level, so... Unless if there is some, which I'm pretty sure there is one before the boss fight. The main boss fight, I would say. The main fight with the thief, or Angelica. Or, not Angelica, Angela. I don't know why I said it, Angelica. It's Angela. Well, of course, I would have fallen. Yeah, and since we fell, we have to redo this whole part again. We're gonna have to redo this whole section again, since we died. It's fine, though. Yeah, it's all fine. Yeah, I made sure we didn't fall this time. There we go. And this is where we have the main fight. Which again can go pretty quick, I would say. Especially if you have the Rhino. It'll definitely be pretty quick for sure. Yeah, there is a vendor. Okay. And yeah, this will return you to the ship too, if you need to.
You've lost, Megacorp. Take your imperialistic eco-fascism to another dimension. Say goodbye to your frightened best.
Come on, Clank.
Too slow, you corporate lackey.
And again, not too bad of a fight for sure, though. There you go, just like that. Not even 5 seconds. Not even 5 seconds.
You had us worried for a moment. Do you suppose we should stop him?
Not worth it. We got what we came for. Let's just get that little guy back to Mr. Fizzwidget.
Ratchet? Spank? Is that you?
Spank. Instead of Clank, it's Spank.
The experiment is safe
He called
and in our
him.
possession.
Why, that's cutaneous! Absolutely munificent! You two are a galactus team!
We were glad to assist, sir.
We just need coordinates to our next rendezvous point.
Of course. I'm on my way to give a tour of Megacorp's historical mining site. Here's a little pack talk on the fragility.
Megacorp Manufacturing and Mining, a tireless drum major leading the galaxy on its march of progress. Come tour our desert mining facility and see why our most precious product is our history. When we first arrived, we found a planet completely overrun by rainforest. To better accommodate the local wildlife, we transformed this impassable jungle into an easily navigable desert. Ever the technological pioneer, Megacorp invented the automated management team, thereby eliminating costly upward mobility, and all the while making your life richer. Megacorp Manufacturing and Mining. Our march continues to the tune of progress and profitability. Call Investor Relations today.
Is that facility still operational, sir?
Alas, no. But it's steeped in hysterics. I've offloaded the condiments to your naval computer.
We'll see you there.
And this is the exact planet where we get Angela's identity revealed as well.
Hey, there's Mr. Fizzwidget.
And this thing too, literally destroying our ship.
What happened?
Everything's fine. There was just a bit of debris on the landing pad.
That was our ship.
Don't worry about it, little fella. It's insured. So, do you have the, delivery? Ridiculous. Come, gentlemen. There's precious little time. Just sit back and relax, boys. How about a little flying music?
He definitely did that on purpose, though.
He did that on purpose.
Nah, he's just easily distracted.
Yeah, well.
Come on, let's see if we can find a way out of here.
Yeah, he definitely did it on purpose, though. I mean, it all makes sense later on in the game, though. It all makes sense later on, especially at the right before the final boss, it really makes sense. When it comes back to that whole scene. That whole cutscene. Yeah, this place is really cool, though. I'll definitely say. This planet. Really, really cool. But yeah, him just destroying our ship. Like, absolutely crazy. I can just say. Like, obviously he did that on purpose, too.
It says, in case of emergency, break glass with wrench.
This bit doesn't make sense either.
Hold on. This one says, use rock to break glass to get wrench to break glass to get rock.
Like what?
Ooh, I love logic puzzles. Let's see. If you break the glass with the...
Solved it.
Yeah, like, that whole thing didn't make sense exactly. Like, why would you do all of that just to get a rock, just so you can break the glass to get the wrench? Like, the way that Ratchet did it was a lot simpler. That's all I can just say. It was a lot simpler. A lot simpler. Yeah, it was a lot simpler the way that Ratchet did it. Yeah, just the way that Ratchet did it just was a lot more easier. I swear.
Hand over the experiment now.
I can't do that.
And here is where Angela's reveal comes.
2, 3,
Whoa!
Angela.
He's she.
This changes nothing. Where's the experiment?
And again, she's a quite interesting
Just
character,
put the whole galaxy
especially
in imminent danger.
in
But
the later in the
I
game.
have time to stand around explaining it to you. If you have any intention of fixing the mess you've made, watch this.
Explode. Bam!
Oh, no. Good thing that wasn't little Susie. Here at the Megacorp testing facility, we make sure the products you buy are safe for you and your family. These are just a few of the products we've rejected to help keep you safe. The Tiny Tot Slingshot, the Nuclear Mousetrap, Self-Wedgifying Underwear, and the Lawn Ninjas. So the next time your toaster doesn't explode in your face, say a little thank you to the Megacorp testing facility.
Wow, she's got a few bolts loose. What does a testing facility have to do with galactic danger?
I am unsure. However, I believe we should investigate that location.
Well, we're gonna need a new ship.
Or just repair our old ship. Yeah, which that's what we have to do, is repair our old ship.
Oh.
This guy is strange.
Oh. Hello, sir.
Hey, that's my ship. Possession is an illusion. Do not all things belong to the cosmos?
No. That's definitely mine.
This vessel suffers from wounded Chai. Only the power of the crystals can hope to heal him.
Crystals, sir?
Crystals? Like those found in the desert? Beyond. Oh. Oh.
Well, we don't have any better ideas. Let's go grab a few crystals.
We need 10 crystals. And no, it's not the crystals or that I would also think about, like the crystals that you would eat. The slider crystals. Those are good too. Those are very good too. Gonna go down here first. There we go. We got this to the Ultra version of the weapon. So I guess I can now put this here and this here and do that as well. Ow, these fly things can be annoying. Certainly. I keep crouching. Again, I'm telling you, it's just in the later games, the button that I'm using to crouch is normally the fire button when it comes to firing a bullet or firing one of your weapons. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm going over this way first because we're going to need a certain thing in an upcoming level. And this is the item. The glider. Yeah. This is the item that we'll be needing. Just make sure you don't run into anything, or of course you're gonna end up falling. So yeah, just make sure you don't fall. There we go. And now we can go and get those power crystals. Yeah, now we can go and get those power crystals for that guy. And you can do, until you, or even after you get the amount of crystals that you need, you can continue to get crystals in order to get bolts. Because he will trade you crystals for bolts. So yeah, that is definitely another way to be able to get bolts, is to trade crystals for bolts. And yeah, he definitely gives you a good amount of bolts, though. That is for sure. For sure. That's 7 crystals. Ow. Thankfully we got a lot of nanotech, though. Thankfully. Thankfully. And of course we can use these as well. That'll be able to help us. But of course I could just use the rhino. Right? We could just use the rhino. Just end up using the rhino. Yeah, it sounds like flies. Just the sound effects, the noises that those things make. Sounds like flies buzzing around. I mean, they look like flies. Yeah, they look like flies. They're not exactly flies, but they look like them. Yeah, they do look like flies. Yeah, and they'll eventually leave too. That's the thing too. If they can't find you, or if you lose them, they'll just go back underground. yeah, they'll end up going back underground if they can't find you. But it's kind of hard to do that when they're literally buzzing close to you. Yeah, we already got enough crystals. Yeah, we already got the amount of crystals we need. Yeah, we got all the crystals that we really need to repair our ship. But I just want to be able to just show y'all how much that he's willing to trade when it comes to for bolts. Excuse me. That came out of nowhere. Alright, I think that'll be good. Maybe I'll get these last two, and then we'll go back to the ship. Which an easy way that we can make it back is by just doing this. And we can just respawn back. And of course I'll get some more ammo also. Get some more ammo for our weapons here. I mean, again, we got so much ammo, or so much bolts that, yeah, just being able to just buy it for ammo though.
Yes. The crystals are spiking away with a single voice.
That was pretty impressive.
Bring me more crystals, and I'll pay you cold hard bolts.
Huh?
Yeah, look at all that amount of bolts, though, with the 38 we got. And again, it also says how many bolts that is remaining in the desert. 52 crystals still remain. But, yeah, I just wanted to show of how much, yeah, bolts you are able to get. You are able to get... This is a real good spot to also be able to get a lot of bolts. Especially when it comes for the Rhino.
Hey, see if you can find anything worth watching.
Welcome back to Behind the Hero. In yet another setback for the embattled Captain Quark, the Galactic Court ordered him to pay 6 billion bolts in damages to citizens suffering from personal hygienator syndrome. Only 2 days later, Quark was arrested trying to flee to Poketaru. The one-time hero, now full-time Zero, was placed in custody awaiting trial. But the next day it was discovered that he had escaped, flushing himself to freedom. We will return to Behind the Hero after these messages.
I don't even know how he managed to flush himself.
What a nut! I almost miss that guy sometimes. Almost.
Yeah. I don't know how he managed to flush himself down the toilet, though, to escape. Through that tiny hole. That tiny toilet hole. Yeah, I have absolute no clue how he's able to do that. Yeah, being able to take out these guys with ease. Being able to take out this guy with ease.
Okay, this must be the core terminal. Let's see what we can get from it.
The power appears to be out in this entire area.
You're right. I better call a maintenance bot. Let's just follow him and fix it ourselves.
Yeah, because that maintenance bot isn't going to do anything. So yeah, we have to use the glider here. Got to use the glider and follow the maintenance bot. But again, just make sure you don't crash into anything. Don't crash into anything. Yeah, we gotta do yet another one of these. See how well I did that? I managed to do that very good.
Now, let's get the goods on that experiment. What the?
And of course, yeah, you're having to purchase it with bolts.
What? Now even the computers are charging this? That's it. This galaxy blows.
Yeah.
Dr. James T. Fullbladder reporting on Megacorp experiment number 13. This update is strictly classified. If you are watching this, you're fired. Early thinking held that the specimen was entirely docile in nature, even overt provocation failed to incite it. But the late Dr. Putridson observed that natural levels of monster propanase in the experiment's bloodstream were triggering some remarkable changes. Attempts at neutralizing the specimen's violent tendencies were met with limited success. Our surviving staff recommend that the experiment be destroyed immediately at Megacorp's deep space disposal facility.
The computer's log indicates that we were the first to view that recording.
So Fizzwidget must not know. We've got to warn him.
Yellow.
Mr. Fizzwidget, you're safe. Sir, brace yourself. We just saw a video of your experiment eating its handlers. I repeat, it eats its handlers.
Ah, yes. Low fat, extra foam, no spray.
Wasn't listening.
Mr. Fizzwidget, do you copy? Anyone handling the experiment must exercise the utmost caution.
No, decapitated. What? Oh, yes. Exercise my frontmost cushion.
No.
Sir, your experts recommend that the experiment be liquidated. We will meet you at your deep space disposal facility.
Ah, yes, my cheap date proposal facsimile. It's heavily guarded, so make sure to use the password, which is, No, Quirktastic. Yes, Guru.
I mean, yeah, doesn't that kind of give anything away, though? I'm just saying Quirktastic. The password is Quirktastic. I mean, I'm just saying, though. And yet, there's another boss fight in this level, too. With the Thug Later yet again. Yeah, the whole Thug Later again. Like I said, you have to fight him quite a bit of times in this game. Quite interesting for sure. I can guarantee you that. Yeah, these guys are very strong. I can certainly give you that. Don't really even need the swing shot there. And this is the exact area.
Nobody, I mean nobody, gets by the mathematician.
I guess all the good leads were taken.
Watch your mouth, Zero, before the mathematician subtracts your head from your shoulders.
Sir, as a fellow number cruncher, could I please ask what this is all about?
That moon's where we divide losers from winners before adding them to the Megacorp games. There's a challenger up there ready to reduce you to nothing.
This technology looks familiar. Perhaps I could.
Sweet. Think you can get us to that moon?
Yeah, being able to use huge Clank again, which I really do like.
Thanks for less. Pay for 6 hits and the 7th is free. You want us to what? Whoa, wait a minute. That'd be an unethical conflict of interest. What kind of scum do you think we are? Say, that is a lot of bolts. Well, since you put it that way, I suppose we could undo our previous obligation. Excellent, sir. Thank you for choosing Thugs for Less. Attention all Thugs for Less personnel. We now have a new employer.
And yeah, this fight can be very crazy, I would say. Especially since this guy doesn't even learn how to stop moving.
Remember us?
Yeah, this guy just does not know when to stop moving. Like, I can just say.
This one's for you.
Thankfully, these helicopters here do spawn a lot. So, yeah, they do provide a lot of ammo. I mean, not ammo, health. They do provide a lot of health. And yeah, destroying these buildings, too. But again, this is the second fight of the 3 we have to do with this guy in the game. Yeah, you have to fight this guy 3 times.
You want a piece of me? Bring it on.
This guy just does not know when to give up, though. Until close to the very end of the game. But again, this guy just does not know when to stop moving. That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. This guy just does not know when to stop moving. I mean, yeah, you can destroy these buildings, too, to restore your health. Yeah, I don't even know where that was even going. It definitely was not going to him. It definitely was not going to him, though. I don't even know where that was even going. Yeah, getting these helicopters definitely can provide a lot of health to restore your health.
My ex-wife always told me I had a short temper. Now, bring me back.
And yeah, the arrow does, I'm pretty sure, indicate where he is. If you lose him, it actually shows where he is. So it can actually help you. It can very well help you locate him. There we go.
I'll get you, Ratchet. It's the last thing I do.
But like I said, that was the second of the 3 fights we have to do with him. Yeah, that was the second of the 3 we have to do on fighting this guy. This guy certainly does not know when to give up.
Divide and conquer, huh? Hey, guess you guys were prime after all. You're going to the Megacorp Games.
Welcome to Megacorp Games, sponsored by Megacorp. Okay, Megacorp contestants, get ready to grapple with our Megacorp Gladiator team. And if you survive that, enter the Megacorp Battle Arena with our Mega Spider-Man and our Mega Death-defying Mega Cage match. Then open the throttle for the all-Megacorp Hoverbike Race, brought to you by Team Megacorp Racing.
Hostile indigenous population not owned, endorsed, sponsored, supplied, advocated, or even liked by Megacorp. Approach at your own risk.
The Megacorp Games. Keep it mega.
So yeah, completed yet another planet. And yeah, that's the second of the 2 races that you can do in this game. And just like the first one, it's not all that terrible. go to the vendor just so we can purchase some more ammo. I think there is... yeah. More there. There we go. Head to here. This place is quite easy to do when it comes to using the nuke.
Alright, input the password. Now.
Check. Here goes.
You better check that code.
I am sure it was correct.
The defenses are attacking us. We've got to hold them off until Fizzwidget gets here.
And yeah, make sure to destroy Days too. Make sure to destroy Days, because whatever you do, you can't let them repair Days. Yeah, whatever you do, you can't let them repair it. Which, yeah, it definitely is not easy. I'll definitely say. Definitely not easy. Yeah, just make sure you destroy all of these. Keep them from repairing these. Make sure, or just keep them from repairing them. That's what you gotta do. Don't let them be repaired. There we go.
Come in, gentlemen. Can you hear me?
Sir, you gave us an erroneous password.
Implausible! Unless, is this Tuesday or Wednesday? Anyway, sorry to have missed our meeting, but I was called away to film a commercial for our weapons facility.
But, sir, what about the
commercial? I was great! Here, watch this.
Megacorp keeps you warm, keeps you healthy, and now keeps you safe. Hello, I'm Abercrombie Fizzwidget, and I'd like to welcome you to the new Megacorp Weapons Facility. We offer guided tours to show you how our weapons are made. Our highly trained experts spend their day creating the latest in heavy-duty weaponry to protect you and your whole family.
Boom! Boom!
So stop by today
and just watch this.
Our tours
just give a balloon, an innocent balloon. Boom!
And who knows? You just might learn something.
Yeah.
That was one handsome fellow, eh, boys? Fizzwidget out.
Sir, wait! Mr. Fizzwidget, come in!
Perhaps we can still find him at the weapons facility.
Yeah. Like, that's just great, though. Wait, where did I just go? What planet did we just go to? Okay, never mind. Never mind. So what did it say there, exactly? It looked like there was a check mark on one of them. Yeah, hang on. Let me go back inside here. Let me just see. Okay, so yeah, we don't necessarily have to do the whole hover one since we already did it. Okay, well, we're... Okay, no, we're not... Yeah, we might be dead. Yeah. Yeah, we're dead. But yeah, I think that's what we'll conclude this stream here. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you like and subscribe to the channel, make sure you're on against the star and also make sure you new. Like to know anything, continue.